Helen Zille, the chairperson of the Democratic Alliance, DE, Federal Council, has reignited national discussion by stating that job openings in South Africa should be given only on the basis of ability, competence, and merit rather than race, party affiliation, or favoritism. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button. Do not forget to like and share this video. That's the only way you can support us. Thanks. At a media conference on Sunday, after a DA policy summit, Zille said that if the nation wants to overcome rising unemployment and restore a capable public service, it must firmly abandon cadre deployment and hiring policies based on race. We must stop putting racial identification or political allegiance ahead of expertise and experience. No matter their background, putting the greatest people in the proper places is the only way to create the competent state that South Africa needs, Zille said. She accused the African National Congress, ANC, of institutionalizing cadre deployment, a practice that she claims has hampered administration in all branches of government. Disillusioned public sector employees, ineffective SOEs, and failing towns are the outcomes. When appointments are made based more on who you know than on your abilities, this is what occurs. Zille underlined that while it is important to acknowledge the heritage of apartheid, continuing racial policies stifles genuine change and compromises quality. Education, mentorship, and establishing paths to success rather than imposing quotas or using race as a deciding factor in hiring are the keys to true empowerment. Her comments have already elicited conflicting responses. The demand for meritocracy was hailed by DA supporters, who pointed out that both public and commercial institutions must be accountable and efficient. However, Zille was criticized for failing to acknowledge systemic injustice and the lingering effects of past disadvantage. Although the ANC has not yet made an official statement, political observers believe the matter will be a major topic of dispute in the next election campaigns. Zille's remarks demonstrate the DA's will to recast itself as a party that prioritizes competence above political allegiance, non-racism, and clean administration as the general election of 2026 draws near. Ramaphosa's Meth, Employment, and Labor is suing the Employment Equity Amendment Act in the Pretoria High Court once again. The DA Federal Council's chairman, Helen Zille, said that the job race quotas are incompatible with the objectives of transformation and redress and would lead to a rise in unemployment. Zille clarified that the DA's position is grounded on the Constitution's sections 9 and 9.2, particularly those pertaining to equality and redressing historical injustices. According to her, the redress portion permits some legitimate discrimination to right historical wrongs, but it shouldn't be applied harshly or uniformly. The equality section, on the other hand, prohibits discrimination on a number of reasons. You cannot just do anything in the name of redress and claim it is fair discrimination. Any discrimination that is deemed to be fair has to be proven to be fair, she said. According to Section 9.2, an act must meet a certain standard in order to be considered fair discrimination, and this conduct completely breaches that standard. That will be the main constitutional defense we raise in court. Every person should have the opportunity to utilize their skills and abilities to access opportunities, she said, adding that the DA is working for equitable access to employment. Electricity uncertainty and race laws are the main factors that drive away investment, she added, referring to several studies of prospective investors who choose not to invest or who disinvest in South Africa. She admitted that the legislation's objectives may not align with its results and that it should be evaluated pragmatically, taking into account how it affects individuals. Creating jobs is a crucial way to address. Zille said that tightening a system that has already harmed people was ineffective. Rather, she advocated for fresh approaches to assist marginalized individuals in integrating into a more inclusive economy. The DA is steadfastly dedicated to doing that. With the correct policy regime that is true inclusion, real redress, and real transformation, we may achieve our goal of having employment approach the levels of highly developed, functioning, thriving economies. Our main issue with this act is that it perpetuates a failed system by taking the exact elements that caused it to fail and making them worse. This is actually the opposite of transformation, redress, and inclusion, Zille said. Compared to the previous regime, this new regime allows the minister to set targets for any sector, which is not sustainable, she added. Getting individuals into work is the most